Hey everyone, it's Grandma Scratcher here in Florida, and today the lottery tickets I have for you are none. That's right, I got no tickets for you today. However, what I've got is more important, more helpful for you. I've got information. That's right. So you want to win the lottery, that's why you're here, that's why you watch the channel, it's why I have the channel, it's why I play. It's no secret, we all want the big bucks. We do. But today I'm going to take you behind the scenes, behind the magic. There's not really magic, but I am going to give you a whole bunch of information. Let's start with the biggest tip I have for you. If you want to win the lottery, this is the one thing you must do. Are you ready? You got to buy a ticket and pray that it's the right one. That's what you've got to do, because this is still gambling. It's the lottery. It's cute. The scratch-offs are attractive. They're very enticing, but realistically, it's still gambling. There's no guarantees, not at all, and you got to be prepared to lose money as well as win money. So before we start talking about all that, and I've got a whole series of Post-its here to make it official, let's talk about my record for the year, because some people be like, Grandma Scratcher, listen, you've never had a claimer on the channel. Some days you lose and you win absolutely nothing. And this is all true. So my record for the year, which is always posted on my About Me page on the YouTube channel, is I've won $5,160. I'd have won $8,162 spent. It's a 63% return rate. It's a little better than half, my friends. And half is what most scratchers aim for. I'm better than the average. It doesn't look like it on the day-to-day, but all those little wins, they add up. So don't discount me. I'm just the dark horse coming for you. That's right, coming for you. You just don't see me. So, and I show all of my wins and losses on the channel. Every single one. I don't scratch a ticket off camera. I don't do it. I have a cat getting on the table though, but I don't scratch tickets off camera. Hold on one second. Let me get her down. Come on. I know. There you go. Okay. All right. So I scratch. I show you guys everything. I don't scratch off camera. Birthday tickets, Christmas tickets. You've seen them all. You've seen me say, these were tickets for my birthday. That's what happens. You've seen like the little random one tickets. You've seen it happen. So 63% is my return rate. It's recalculated every month at the end of the month. It's always posted on the channel. Transparency. So I'm going to give you 6 tips, 2 things you always must do, and 1 thing to never do in this video. That's right. There's 1 thing you should never ever do. All right, let's get started. So 6 tips. We have to start, of course, by talking about my biggest win ever, $11,000. I'm not giving you the whole story because the whole story is over in its own video. You can find it. I'll link it somewhere in the video. You know what? I'll link it. It'll be at the end. It'll be on the screen and you can click it. It's there. So $11,000 was my biggest win. And this is tip number 1. If you play the drawings, always use the same numbers. Those numbers that won me on that drawing, I had been playing for quite some time. They were not random numbers. I know statistically lots of quick picks win, but for me, my numbers are the ones that got me the $11,000 prize. Before I even go any further, let me start with, this is not financial advice. It's just for entertainment and fun. I should have done my whole disclaimer at the beginning. Yeah, I don't sell tickets. Underage gambling is illegal, and if you have a gambling addiction, please seek some help. This is just for fun and entertainment. There we go. All right, sorry about that. Should have done it at the beginning, but you know, the channel is always a hot mess. If you're new here, it's always a hot mess. If you've been here, you know it's always a hot mess. All right, so for drawing games, I always play my numbers. Always. My second tip, which could come as no surprise, I have special tools. And I'm not saying you have to use the same tools I use. No, you just use something that's comfortable for you, something that works for you, something that makes, because you don't want to be irritated when you're scratching off the tickets. Because number 1, you may scratch the information off the ticket. But number 2, that's not going to bring you any good juju. And you know we're all about the juju here on this channel, okay? We just are, all right? We just are. All right, 3rd tip, and I don't do it, but there are people, they comment, they watch. I know about the sanitizer trick. If you don't know about the sanitizer trick and you happen to like lottery tickets, but you don't particularly want to scratch them, all you need is some hand sanitizer. This is stuff from the Dollar Tree, and you use it on your ticket, and you can see it takes all the stuff off. Yeah, I'm not a fan because this is a scratching channel. It's a scratching channel. I want to scratch the tickets. Okay, but the sanitizer trick, it works. If you want to, you can try it. Who knows? I don't know. That was tip number 3. All right, tip number 4, the tickets to avoid. The tickets to avoid are the tickets with no top prizes left. They're out there, my friends. They leave them in circulation sometimes. How do I know? Well, I knew before, but I actually bought some. It's like, how many top prizes are left on these tickets? These tickets are kind of old. I don't know. None. There were no top prizes left. And so they do. I don't know. I thought, my mistake, that when there were no top prizes left, they took them out of rotation. But clearly that's not always the case. So make sure that you have prizes available on the ticket you're playing. You don't want to play for no big prize, right? Right? Okay. The fifth ticket, oddly enough, is the rule of 5. You are more likely, not promised, not guaranteed, more likely to win a prize, not necessarily the main prize, but a prize, if you purchase 5 in a row. Statistically, that's the deal. That's why you see a lot of people do it in batches of 5, 10, 15, 20. There's a reason, because the rule of 5. So if you buy 5 tickets, statistically, you are more likely to win a prize of some kind. So odds, that's the odds. There's no guarantees. Yeah, we've talked about that several times already in this video. All right, so the 6th and final tip that I have, keep in mind, we still have 2 things to always do and 1 thing to never do, is when I go to cash in my tickets, because I cash in a bunch at one time, I don't do them one by one, I will fold a corner. It makes it easier for the clerk to separate the tickets. The tickets don't stick together. I don't miss anything. Yeah, I always keep track of what's happening when I'm cashing in. Sometimes I'll even take a list. I'll make a list, like especially if there's more than one kind of ticket, like aces and eights. Ticket number 2, $5. Aces and eights. Ticket number 6, $10. And then I'll have a total at the bottom. So I know and I watch. My favorite place to cash in is Publix, because they do such a good job and they don't care if you're picky about it. They want it to be right. You want it to be right. They are awesome at Publix. And if this cat sits on my computer, come on, no. Just no. No, this is not a cat seat. It's not. Thank you. She likes to sit on the keyboard of the computer. I don't know why. It's squishy and warm, I guess. All right, so we've covered the 6 tips. Talked about the $11,000 win, use the same numbers, special tool, sanitizer trick, play tickets with prizes left. Make sure that when you win a prize, you're buying 5 tickets in a row because you're more likely. Odds are with you, but no guarantees. And keep track, stick 6, keep track of your tickets when you're cashing in. Make sure you get all the money that you're owed, because you know the Florida Lottery got your money. You want to get your money back if you can. All right, 2 things to always do. And you guys know the number. Number one, scan your tickets. Go to the official app for your state and scan your tickets. People, I can't believe there are people who don't do this. I was talking with the clerk at Publix the other day. He says he cannot believe the number of people that miscount on that Game of Life ticket. They miscount, or they come up with a win that they didn't win because they didn't count right. You've got to make sure you're playing the game right. And you all know I miss stuff all the time. I scan my tickets after every session. And I know you guys know because you mentioned in the comments when someone's like, you missed. They're like, don't worry, she scans her tickets. You guys got my back and I appreciate it. But also the newer tickets that are coming out, like the triple match $20 ticket, there's 3 ways to win on that ticket. You can win on the bonus, you can match the numbers, or you can match the prize amounts. Do you know how many people are missing that stuff? So many people. I found a ticket on the ground and it was the $20 triple match. All they'd done was scratch off to see if they match numbers. They didn't scratch the bonus. They didn't scratch the amounts. Of course, I scratched it and scanned the ticket, and there was no win. But you never know. You never know. And be sure to scan tickets you find on the ground, even if everything's scratched off. I have won $50 more than once off stuff off the ground. Just picking up a piece of paper off the ground, scanning it, and it's a winner, and I cash it in. So make sure you scan your tickets. The second thing you always must do if you're playing the lottery in any way is please have a budget. Okay, I know people comment, they say, I don't have an addiction. I have a budget. And I stay within my budget. That's why you guys see some days I have the money to go to the $50 tickets. Other days we're doing like $5 $1 tickets, which are still fun because you could win thousands of dollars on those. I have a budget. I stay in my budget, and you should too. Okay, you should too. All right. So now we're down to the one thing you should never ever do. And you saw it earlier in the video. You just didn't know you saw it. You should never ever post your barcode anywhere public. Because people can take the barcode, scan it, and cash in. Yeah, they might get caught, but let me tell you, it's much easier just to not show the barcode and not have to worry about it than to accidentally show the barcode and be freaking out about it. But you know, all of this about the lottery, you know, going over all the things, the 6 tips, you know, to scratching and winning, 2 things to always do and 1 thing to never do. Here's the one thing that I really think I can say, and it's just my opinion, after all this time, and I have been playing the lottery in general since I turned 18. The year I turned 18 is the year that Florida lottery started, and I've been playing ever since, because I like that tiny sliver of hope. You never know, you could be the big winner. That's my thing. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't go out and party, I don't do those things. This is what I do. That, and I watch movies and I eat snacks, but that's a different story. So the one thing I can say after all this time is I really, really believe it's just, we'll just say luck. It really is. My favorite lottery story isn't even mine, and I've told it before, but I'll tell it again. I was reading an article about a lady who had bought tickets for her office lottery pool at work. It was a really large jackpot. I couldn't tell you how much. And she was talking, they were asking her how she got the winning ticket. Did they pick the numbers? What happened? And she was talking about how she was in like a 7-Eleven, it was a convenience store, to get all the tickets for the drawing for her pool. And she was next. And somebody just cut right in front of her with a Snickers bar. I don't know why I remember that it was a Snickers bar, but I do. And the guy did his thing and then left. And then she went up and she got her tickets. And one of the tickets she got was the winning ticket. They were the only winners in like a multi-million-dollar pool. And had that person not cut her off, she probably would not have gotten the winning ticket because they were all quick picks. So, you know, it's so hard to say. Everybody's got a system, a theory. You just have to do whatever's right for you, staying within your budget. And yeah, I still think it boils down to luck. I really do. I really do. So I will link the video somewhere on the end of this screen for the $11,000 win explanation. Yeah, and I just wanted to do something else instead of some tickets for today, because people have questions and you guys post the questions, and most of you who ask the questions probably aren't going to watch this video. But I can always link back to it and go, here you go. You know, the advice, it's just opinions. It's just feelings. It's just what I think. None of it's factual. It's still gambling. It's still luck of the draw. Yeah. So, I mean, of course, I wish you all good luck. Yeah. Really quickly, though, let me do the bell just for good luck, because we didn't get to ring it this session. So, but I'm a winner every day because you guys are awesome subscribers and awesome viewers. If you haven't subscribed and you had a good time and you found this information, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, ring your bell, scream it from the rooftops. I don't know, just write it on the sidewalk in chalk. I think I've already said that one, though. Skywrite it for me, skywrite it. Grandma Scratcher on YouTube. If somebody does that, tell me in the comments. I doubt anyone will, but that would be so funny. But, you know, do all the things. They're free to do. They help the channel out. If you leave a comment below, I'll usually comment back unless it's nasty. But leave a comment. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. But we got to come up with the one good thing. Every day we do one good thing. Doesn't have to be anything spectacular or humongous. Just, you know, something good going on in your life. And I don't know. I'm feeling like today is going to be a quiet day, and I'm gonna focus on that being my good thing. Yeah. You know, some days are just kind of chill, quiet. I could use one of those days. So let's go with that. We got to focus on the good stuff, because what we focus on multiplies. We could all use a little more good in the world. Thanks so much for watching this totally messed up, disorganized video with cat interruptions. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.